Welcome to my channel. Every day, millions of people wake up with big dreams, but only a few turn those dreams into reality. The surprising part is that the difference is not money, talent, or luck. It is the way they use their mind. The good news is that your mind can be trained, no matter where you are starting from today. In this video, I will show you simple ways to think like successful people and take control of your future. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what do you think is the biggest thing stopping your success right now? Stay with me until the end because the final lesson could completely change the way you think about success and your own potential. Chapter 1. Your mind is your biggest asset or your biggest enemy. Every great success begins in a place that no one can see. It does not begin with money. It does not begin with talent. It does not begin with luck. It begins inside the mind. Long before a person becomes successful, something changes inside their thinking. This is the secret that many people never learn. They spend years trying to change their life, but they never stop to change the way they think. That is why they stay in the same place. If you want a different future, you must first build a different mind. Right now, you may be working hard to improve your life. You may be studying. You may be learning English. You may be trying to earn more money or build a better future for your family. But sometimes, it feels like no matter how much effort you make, nothing really changes. You see other people moving forward while you're still waiting for your chance. At that moment, your mind starts asking dangerous questions. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I started too late. Maybe success is only for other people. These thoughts seem small, but they slowly become the biggest wall between you and your dreams. The truth is simple. Your mind believes what you tell it every day. If you keep saying that you cannot do something, your brain starts accepting it as the truth. Then your actions become smaller. You stop taking chances. You stop learning. You stop believing in yourself. After some time, you think your life cannot change. But the real problem is not your ability. The real problem is the story your mind keeps repeating. Think about a seed planted in the ground. At first, nothing can be seen. It looks like nothing is happening, but under the soil, the seed is growing little by little. One day, it finally breaks through the ground and becomes a strong tree. Success works in the same way. Every positive thought is like planting a seed. Every good habit gives that seed water. Every small action helps it grow. You may not see results today, but that does not mean nothing is happening. Great success always begins quietly before the world notices it. Now think about two people with the same dream. Both want a better life. Both face problems. Both fail at times. The first person says, "I failed, so I should stop." The second person says, "I failed, so I learned something new." One sentence changes everything. The first person gives up. The second person grows stronger. After a few years, people call the second person lucky. They do not see the real reason behind the success. The biggest difference was not talent. It was the way that person trained the mind. Many successful people were once ordinary people. They had fears just like you. They made mistakes just like you. They faced rejection just like you. The difference is that they refused to let those moments control their future. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they asked, "What can this teach me?" That simple change helped them become stronger every single day. Your brain is listening all the time. Every word you speak to yourself becomes a message. If you say, "I am getting better every day," your brain starts looking for ways to help you improve. If you say, "I always fail," your brain also looks for proof that you are right. This is why your self-talk is so important. The voice inside your head becomes the direction of your life. Many people wait for confidence before they take action, but confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bicycle. You were nervous. You probably fell down. But every time you tried again, you became a little better. One day, riding the bicycle became easy. Success follows the same rule. You do not become confident by waiting. You become confident by taking small steps every day. The same thing happens when learning English. Some people stop speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. They believe everyone will laugh at them. Other people make mistakes, smile, learn, and keep practicing. After a few months, their English becomes much better. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is mindset. One person lets fear make the decision. The other person lets growth make the decision. Life will not always be easy. Some days will test your patience, some people will not believe in you, some plans will fail. But none of these things can decide your future unless you allow them to control your mind. Every challenge gives you two choices. You can let it make you weaker, or you can let it make you wiser. That choice belongs to you every single day. From this moment, start paying attention to your thoughts. Notice the words you repeat to yourself. Replace doubt with hope. Replace excuses with action. Replace fear with learning. You do not need to change your whole life today. You only need to change the direction of your thinking. Small changes in your mind create big changes in your future. Always remember this. Your mind is like a garden. If you fill it with positive thoughts, strong habits, and useful knowledge, it will produce success. But if you leave it full of fear, doubt, and negative thinking, those things will grow instead. Every day, you decide what you plant in your mind. Every day, you decide what kind of future you are creating. Now you know one powerful truth. Success begins inside your mind long before it appears in your life. But there is still one important question. If the mind is so powerful, why do so many people still stay inside their comfort zone? Why do they keep delaying their dreams even when they truly want to succeed? The answer is hidden inside the way the brain works, and in the next chapter, you will discover why your brain naturally chooses comfort over success and how you can finally break free from that invisible trap. This version is stronger for YouTube retention because it opens with curiosity, uses emotional psychology, includes relatable examples, and ends with a clear transition that encourages viewers to continue watching. Chapter 2. Why your brain loves comfort more than success. Now you know that success begins in the mind. But there is one hidden reason why so many people never reach their full potential. It is not because they are lazy. It is not because they are weak. It is because the human brain has one main job. Its first job is to keep you safe. Success is important, but to your brain, safety always comes first. That is why your biggest dreams often feel exciting for a moment and then suddenly feel scary. Your brain is trying to protect you, even when there is no real danger. Think about the last time you wanted to do something new. Maybe you wanted to speak English in front of other people. Maybe you wanted to apply for a better job. Maybe you wanted to start a small business. At first, you felt excited. You imagined a better future. Then, after a short time, your mind became full of questions. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I am not good enough? What if I lose everything? These thoughts did not come because your dream was impossible. They came because your brain does not like uncertainty. Your brain loves what is familiar. It likes routines. It likes habits. It likes doing the same things again and again because they feel safe. Even if your current life is not the life you want, your brain may still choose it because it already knows it. This is why many people stay in jobs they do not enjoy. This is why some people never follow their dreams. This is why so many people keep saying, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Before they realize it, years have passed. This is called the comfort zone. Many people think the comfort zone is a happy place. The truth is very different. The comfort zone feels safe, but it often steals your biggest opportunities. Inside the comfort zone, nothing changes. You keep doing the same things and getting the same results. You may feel comfortable for a while, but deep inside, you know you are capable of much more. Imagine a bird that spends its whole life inside a small cage. One day, someone opens the door. The bird has the freedom to fly, but it does not move. It stays inside because the cage has become familiar. The open sky looks scary because it is unknown. Many people live exactly like that bird. They have the chance to grow, but fear keeps them in the same place. Another reason your brain loves comfort is because it wants to avoid pain. Failure feels painful, rejection feels painful, making mistakes feels painful. So your brain tells you to avoid situations where these things might happen. It sounds helpful, but it creates a bigger problem. When you avoid every challenge, you also avoid every opportunity to grow. Think about a child learning to ride a bicycle. Falling down is part of the learning process. If the child stops after the first fall, the child will never learn to ride. The same is true for success. Every successful person has fallen many times. The difference is that they did not allow fear to become the final decision. They understood that every mistake was a lesson, not the end of the journey. Many people wait until they feel brave before taking action. That day rarely comes. Courage is not something you wait for. Courage grows after you take the first step. Every small action tells your brain, I can do difficult things. Slowly, your brain begins to accept this new belief. What once felt impossible starts to feel normal. This is especially true when learning English. Many learners stay silent because they are afraid of making mistakes. They understand the words, but they do not speak. They worry about their pronunciation. They worry about grammar. They worry about what other people will think. The more they avoid speaking, the stronger the fear becomes. But the moment they start speaking, even with mistakes, something changes. Every conversation builds confidence. Every mistake becomes a teacher. Little by little, fear becomes smaller. The same thing happens in every area of life. Success does not belong to people who never feel fear. It belongs to people who keep moving even when fear is standing beside them. They understand that fear is a feeling, not a command. They listen to their dreams more than their doubts. There is another trick your brain plays on you. It often makes small problems look much bigger than they really are. Before an interview, your mind imagines failure. Before an exam, your mind imagines the worst result. Before speaking in public, your mind imagines everyone judging you. Most of the time, these things never happen. Your brain creates stories that feel real, but they are only stories. The moment you take action, those stories begin to lose their power. The good news is that your brain can learn new patterns. Just as it learned fear through repetition, it can also learn confidence through repetition. Every time you choose action instead of excuses, you are training your mind. Every time you face a challenge instead of running away, you become stronger. Every small victory sends a new message to your brain. That message is simple. I am growing. I am learning. I am becoming better. Do not expect this change to happen in one day. Your mind has been following old habits for many years. Be patient with yourself. Real change happens one step at a time. One brave decision today becomes a stronger habit tomorrow. Then that habit becomes part of your personality. One day, you will look back and realize that the things that once scared you no longer have power over you. Remember this truth. Your comfort zone may feel safe today, but it cannot create the future you dream about. Growth begins the moment you choose progress over comfort. Your brain may ask you to stay where you are, but your dreams are asking you to move forward. Now you understand why your brain naturally chooses comfort instead of success. The next question is even more important. If the brain can learn fear, can it also learn confidence, discipline, and success? The answer is yes. In the next chapter, you will discover how to reprogram your mind with simple daily habits that successful people use to build a life they once thought was impossible. Chapter 3. Reprogram your mind like successful people. The most powerful thing about your mind is that it can change. It does not matter how many years you have spent thinking negatively. It does not matter how many times you have failed. It does not matter where you come from or what people have said about you. Your mind is not fixed. It is always learning. Every day, it is shaped by your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. This means you have the power to create a new way of thinking, one small step at a time. Many people believe that successful people wake up every morning feeling full of confidence and motivation. That is not true. Even successful people have days when they feel tired, worried, or afraid. The difference is that they do not let those feelings control their actions. They have trained their minds to keep moving forward. They understand that feelings change, but strong habits stay. The first step to reprogram your mind is to watch your thoughts. Most people never notice the words they say to themselves. They wake up and immediately start thinking about problems. They tell themselves that life is hard. They think they are not smart enough. They remember old failures again and again. These thoughts slowly become part of their identity. If you want a different life, you must begin with different thoughts. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone or think about your problems, tell yourself something positive. Say, "Today is a new day." Say, "I can learn something new today." Say, "I will not give up." These may look like simple words, but they send a powerful message to your brain. The more you repeat positive thoughts, the more natural they become. At first, it may feel strange. Keep going anyway. Every strong habit feels strange in the beginning. Another powerful way to train your mind is by choosing what you feed it every day. Your brain is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, you will grow beautiful flowers. If you plant weeds, they will quickly take over. The same thing happens with your mind. If you spend hours watching negative news, reading hurtful comments, or listening to people who always complain, your thinking will slowly become negative. But if you read good books, watch educational videos, and spend time with people who encourage you, your mind will begin to grow stronger. Think about the people around you. Do they inspire you to become better, or do they always tell you that your dreams are impossible? The people you spend time with have a strong influence on your thinking. If someone keeps saying that success is impossible, after some time you may begin to believe it. That is why successful people protect their environment. They know that positive people create positive thinking. Another habit that changes the mind is learning every single day. You do not need to study for many hours. Even 15 or 20 minutes each day can make a big difference. Read a few pages of a good book. Learn a new English word. Watch a lesson that teaches you a useful skill. Every small piece of knowledge makes your mind stronger. One day, you will realize that the person you are becoming is very different from the person you were before. Many people wait for motivation before they begin. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited, other days you do not. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will stop every time life becomes difficult. Successful people depend on discipline, not motivation. They do the right thing even when they do not feel like doing it. This is what creates lasting success. Imagine two people who both want to become healthy. One person exercises only when feeling excited. The other person exercises every day, even when feeling tired. After 1 year, who will have better results? The answer is clear. Small actions repeated every day are stronger than big actions done once in a while. Success is not built by one great decision. It is built by many small decisions made every day. There is another habit that successful people use. They spend a few minutes imagining the future they want. They picture themselves speaking English with confidence. They picture themselves reaching their goals. They picture themselves living the life they dream about. This is called visualization. It is not magic. It simply helps your brain focus on what is possible instead of what is impossible. When your mind clearly sees a goal, your actions slowly begin to move in that direction. Do not be afraid of making mistakes while you are growing. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once struggled to say simple words. Every successful business owner once made wrong decisions. The people who succeed are not the people who avoid mistakes. They are the people who keep learning from them. Celebrate your small victories. If you learned 5 new English words today, celebrate that progress. If you finished one chapter of a good book, celebrate it. If you took one brave step toward your dream, be proud of yourself. Small victories build confidence. Confidence creates bigger actions. Bigger actions create bigger results. Remember, your mind is listening every single day. It notices what you repeat. It notices what you believe. It notices what you practice. If you continue feeding it hope, knowledge, courage, and discipline, it will slowly become your greatest partner in life. One day, the positive habits that feel difficult now will become natural. You will no longer need to force yourself. Your new mindset will become part of who you are. You are changing, even if you cannot see it yet. Every positive thought is shaping your future. Every good habit is making you stronger. Every step forward is bringing you closer to the life you want. Never underestimate the power of small daily actions. They may seem tiny today, but over time they can completely transform your future. Now your mind is becoming stronger, but there is still one challenge that can stop even the smartest and most disciplined people. It is not a lack of knowledge. It is not a lack of talent. It is the inability to control emotions. In the next chapter, you will discover why mastering your emotions is one of the greatest secrets of long-term success and how it can protect your dreams even during the hardest moments of life. Chapter 4. Control your emotions before they control your future. Every day, your mind and your emotions work together. Sometimes they help you make good decisions. Sometimes they push you in the wrong direction. One moment of anger can destroy a relationship. One moment of fear can stop you from chasing a dream. One moment of doubt can make you give up after months of hard work. This is why learning to control your emotions is one of the greatest skills you can ever develop. Success is not only about what you know, it is also about how you react when life becomes difficult. Many people believe successful people never feel afraid. That is not true. They feel fear just like everyone else. They feel stress before an important meeting. They feel nervous before making a big decision. They feel disappointed when things do not go as planned. The difference is that they do not let these emotions become the boss of their lives. They understand that emotions are temporary. They come and go like the weather. A storm may last for a while, but it does not last forever. Think about a time when something made you angry. Maybe someone criticized you. Maybe someone laughed at your mistake. In that moment, your emotions became very strong. If you reacted without thinking, you might have said something you later regretted. This happens to many people. They make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Later, they wish they had stayed calm. That is why learning to pause before reacting is so important. The same thing happens when you fail. Imagine you study hard for an exam, but your result is not what you expected. Your emotions may tell you you are not good enough. Stop trying. If you believe those emotions, you may give up completely. But if you stop for a moment and think clearly, you will see a different picture. One exam does not decide your future. One failure does not decide your future. It is only one moment in a much bigger journey. The people who achieve great things understand this simple truth. They do not allow one bad day to destroy months or years of progress. They know that every successful journey includes problems. Every strong person has faced disappointment. Every winner has experienced failure. The difference is that they refused to stay down. They stood up one more time. This lesson is especially important if you are learning English. There will be days when you forget words. You may make grammar mistakes. You may pronounce something incorrectly. Some people will feel embarrassed and stop practicing. But remember this: every mistake is helping your brain learn. Every conversation makes you a little better. If you let embarrassment control you, your progress will stop. If you keep practicing, your confidence will grow. Another emotion that often holds people back is jealousy. You look at someone else's success and begin comparing yourself. You think they are smarter, richer, or luckier than you. Then you start feeling discouraged, but comparison steals your happiness and your confidence. Everyone has a different journey. Someone else's success does not reduce your chance to succeed. Instead of asking why they are ahead, ask yourself what you can learn from them. That simple change will fill your mind with growth instead of negativity. Stress is another emotion that many people face every day. Work becomes difficult. Family responsibilities increase. Problems appear one after another. During these moments, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. But remember this: you do not have to solve your whole life in one day. Focus on the next small step. One step leads to another. Small progress every day is more powerful than worrying about everything at once. When you feel strong emotions, give yourself a few moments before making an important decision. Take a slow breath. Think carefully. Ask yourself, will this decision help my future? This simple habit can save you from many mistakes. Strong emotions often speak loudly, but wisdom speaks quietly. The more you practice staying calm, the stronger your mind becomes. Gratitude is another powerful tool for controlling emotions. Every morning, think about something good in your life. It may be your health, it may be your family, it may be the chance to learn something new today. Gratitude does not remove problems, but it changes your focus. Instead of seeing only what is missing, you begin to see what you already have. This gives you strength to keep moving forward. Forgiveness is also important. Some people carry anger for many years. They keep remembering what someone said or did. That anger becomes a heavy weight inside their heart. The person who hurt them may have already moved on, but they continue suffering. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was right. It means you choose peace instead of pain. You free your own mind so you can focus on building a better future. The strongest people are not those who never cry or never feel pain. The strongest people are those who keep moving even when life becomes difficult. They accept their emotions, but they do not become controlled by them. They know that every challenge is making them stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future. From today, make one promise to yourself. Do not let one bad moment decide your whole life. Bad moments pass. Bad days pass. Even failures pass. But the lessons you learn from them stay with you forever. Every time you stay calm during a difficult situation, you become stronger than you were yesterday. That strength cannot be taken away from you. You have already learned how to change your thinking. You have learned how to train your mind with better habits. Now you know how to control your emotions instead of letting them control you. These are powerful steps towards success. But there is still one important piece missing. Even the strongest mindset and the calmest emotions cannot create great results without the right daily habits. In the next chapter, you will discover how small daily habits can completely change your future and make success a natural part of your life. Chapter 5. Build daily habits that make success unavoidable. Success does not appear in one big moment. It is created by the small things you do every single day. Many people dream about a better life. They imagine becoming successful, healthy, confident, or fluent in English. But dreaming alone changes nothing. Your future is built by your daily habits. What you do again and again becomes the story of your life. This is why successful people pay more attention to their daily routine than to their big goals. Think about a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop looks weak. It seems too small to make any difference. But when the water keeps falling day after day, month after month, and year after year, even a hard rock begins to change. Your habits work the same way. One good habit may not change your life today, but if you repeat it every day, the results will surprise you. Many people wait for the perfect time to start. They say they will begin next Monday. Then they wait for the next month. After that, they wait for the next year. The perfect time never comes. Successful people understand one simple truth. The best time to start is now. Even if you can only take one small step today, that step is still better than standing still. Your morning is very important. The way you begin your day often decides how the rest of your day will go. If you wake up and immediately fill your mind with stress, negative news, or social media, your energy quickly becomes low. But if you spend a few minutes reading something useful, learning a new skill, or planning your day, your mind becomes calm and focused. You do not need a perfect morning routine. You only need a routine that helps you become a better person than you were yesterday. One of the strongest habits you can build is learning every day. Never stop being a student. Read a few pages of a good book. Watch an educational video. Learn a new English word. Practice speaking for a few minutes. These small actions may not look exciting, but they are changing your future little by little. 1 year from now, the knowledge you gain today will become one of your greatest strengths. Discipline is another habit that changes everything. Many people believe discipline means doing something difficult all the time. In reality, discipline means keeping your promise to yourself. If you decide to study for 30 minutes, then study for 30 minutes. If you decide to exercise for 20 minutes, then do it. Every time you keep your promise, your confidence grows. You begin to trust yourself. That trust becomes one of the strongest foundations of success. Do not try to change your whole life in one day. This is where many people fail. They make huge plans. They try to do everything at once. After a few days, they become tired and quit. Real success grows slowly. Start with one habit. When that habit becomes part of your life, add another one. Small improvements are easier to continue, and they often lead to amazing results. Think about someone learning English. If that person studies for 10 minutes every day, the progress may seem slow at first. But after 1 year, those 10 minutes become more than 60 hours of learning. Imagine how much vocabulary, grammar, and confidence can grow during that time. Small efforts become big achievements when you stay consistent. There will be days when you do not feel like working. That is normal. No one feels excited every day. On those days, remind yourself why you started. Remember your dream. Remember the life you want to create. Even if you do only a little, do not stop completely. A small step forward is always better than no step at all. Another powerful habit is managing your time wisely. Time is the only thing you can never get back. Money can be earned again. Lost opportunities can sometimes return, but every minute that passes is gone forever. Ask yourself where your time goes every day. If you spend hours doing things that do not help your future, imagine what could happen if you used even part of that time to learn, improve, or build your dream. It is also important to take care of your body. A healthy body helps create a healthy mind. Drink enough water. Eat healthy food when you can. Get enough sleep. Move your body every day, even if it is only a short walk. These simple habits give you more energy, better focus, and a stronger mind. Success becomes much easier when your body and your mind work together. Do not be afraid if your progress feels slow. Many people quit because they cannot see results after a few weeks. They forget that the biggest changes happen quietly. Just like a tree grows underground before anyone sees it, your habits are building a stronger future even when the results are still invisible. Trust the process. Keep going. Your hard work is never wasted. Celebrate every small victory. If you completed your study session today, be proud of yourself. If you spoke English without fear, celebrate that moment. If you stayed disciplined when you wanted to quit, give yourself credit. These small victories build momentum. Momentum makes it easier to continue tomorrow. Always remember this. Your habits are creating the person you will become. Every choice matters. Every small action matters. Every day is another chance to move closer to your dream. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep moving. Success belongs to the people who refuse to stop. By now, you have learned how to change your thinking, control your emotions, and build strong daily habits. These lessons can completely transform your life. But there is still one invisible obstacle that quietly holds millions of people back. It is something they cannot see, yet it controls many of their decisions. In the next chapter, you will discover the hidden beliefs that keep ordinary people trapped and learn how to replace them with beliefs that lead to confidence, growth, and lasting success. Chapter 6. Destroy the hidden beliefs that keep you average. There is one enemy that is more dangerous than failure. You cannot see it with your eyes. You cannot touch it with your hands. But it quietly controls the way many people live. That enemy is a limiting belief. A limiting belief is simply an idea that tells you what you cannot do. The sad part is that many people accept these ideas as the truth. They never question them. They never challenge them. As a result, they spend their whole life living far below their true potential. Think about the words people often say. I am not smart enough. I can never speak English well. People like me never become successful. I am too old. I am too young. I do not have enough money. These sentences may sound simple, but they are powerful. Every time you repeat them, they become stronger. After some time, they stop feeling like opinions. They start feeling like facts. Then your actions begin to match those beliefs. Imagine a person who believes that success is impossible. That person will stop trying after the first failure. Now imagine another person who believes that every skill can be learned with practice. When this person fails, they do not stop. They study harder. They ask questions. They improve their mistakes. After a few years, their lives look completely different. The biggest difference was not talent. It was belief. Many of these limiting beliefs begin when we are children. Sometimes a teacher says, "You are not good at this." Sometimes a friend laughs at our mistakes. Sometimes we fail once and decide that we will always fail. Without realizing it, we carry these experiences into adulthood. We allow old voices to control new opportunities. But just because someone said something about you years ago does not mean it has to decide your future. Look at a baby learning to walk. The baby falls again and again. No one tells the baby to stop trying. The baby does not think, maybe walking is not for me. The baby simply stands up and tries again. That is how we all started life. We believed progress was possible. We learned through mistakes. As we grew older, many of us replaced that natural confidence with fear and doubt. The good news is that every limiting belief can be replaced with a stronger one. The first step is to notice the negative story you keep telling yourself. Listen to your inner voice. What does it say when you face a challenge? Does it tell you to quit? Does it tell you that you're not good enough? The moment you recognize that voice, you take away some of its power. The next step is to ask yourself one simple question. Is this belief really true? If you think you can never become successful, where is the proof? If you believe you can never learn English, where is the evidence? Thousands of people have started with no confidence, no money, and no special talent. They kept learning and they changed their lives. If they can grow, then growth is possible for you too. This does not mean you should pretend that everything is easy. Life will still bring challenges. You will still make mistakes. But instead of saying, "I cannot do this," begin saying, "I cannot do this yet." That one small word changes everything. It reminds you that learning is a journey. It reminds you that your current level is not your final level. Think about learning English. Maybe today you cannot speak fluently. That does not mean you never will. Every new word you learn is one step forward. Every conversation gives you more confidence. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. One day you will speak more naturally because you refuse to let a limiting belief stop you. Another habit that destroys limiting beliefs is taking action. Action is stronger than fear. Imagine standing at the bottom of a mountain. From there, the climb looks impossible. But when you take the first step, then the second, and then the third, you slowly move higher. Every step gives you proof that you are capable of more than you believed. Confidence grows through action, not through waiting. Stop comparing your beginning with someone else's success. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident person once felt nervous. Every successful entrepreneur once faced failure. You are seeing their results, but you did not see their struggles. Focus on your own journey. Compete with the person you were yesterday, not with someone else. Fill your mind with encouraging words. Read books that inspire you. Listen to people who help you grow. Spend less time with those who always complain or tell you that your dreams are impossible. Your environment shapes your thinking. The more positive voices you hear, the easier it becomes to build positive beliefs about yourself. Most importantly, become your own supporter. Speak to yourself with kindness and honesty. Encourage yourself the way you would encourage someone you love. When you make a mistake, do not call yourself a failure. Remind yourself that mistakes are part of learning. When you face a difficult day, do not say that everything is over. Tell yourself that tomorrow is another chance to improve. Always remember this: the biggest prison is not made of walls. It is made of limiting beliefs. The moment you stop believing that you are trapped, the door begins to open. Your future becomes bigger than your fears. Your dreams become stronger than your excuses. Step by step, you begin creating a new version of yourself. You have already changed your thinking. You have learned to control your emotions. You have built better habits and started replacing old beliefs with stronger ones. Now only one final lesson remains. It is the lesson that brings everything together. In the next and final chapter, you will discover how successful people think every single day and how you can build a winning mindset that stays with you for the rest of your life. Chapter 7. Think like a winner every single day. You have come a long way in this journey. You learned that success begins in the mind. You discovered why the brain loves comfort more than growth. You learned how to train your thoughts, control your emotions, build strong habits, and replace limiting beliefs with better ones. Now it is time to bring all these lessons together. This final step is not about learning something completely new. It is about living these lessons every single day until they become part of who you are. A winning mindset is not something you are born with. It is something you build. Every morning, you have a choice. You can wake up and think about everything that is wrong in your life, or you can focus on what you can do today. You may not control every situation, but you always control your attitude. That is where real strength begins. Many people think winners never lose. The truth is very different. Winners lose many times. They make mistakes, they face rejection, they experience failure. The difference is that they never allow one bad moment to define their whole life. They know that every setback is preparing them for something bigger. They do not ask, "Why did this happen to me?" They ask, "What can I learn from this?" That simple question changes everything. Think about your own life for a moment. Maybe there were times when things did not go your way. Maybe you failed an exam. Maybe someone did not believe in you. Maybe you gave your best and still did not get the result you wanted. Those moments may have hurt, but they also taught you something. They made you stronger. They made you wiser. Every challenge you survived became proof that you can keep moving forward. A winner also understands the power of patience. We live in a world where people want fast results. They want success in a few days. They want confidence without practice. They want great achievements without hard work. But real success does not work like that. It grows slowly. It grows through daily effort. It grows through consistency. Just like a tree takes time to become strong, your dreams also need time to grow. Never stop learning. The day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. Read good books. Listen to people who inspire you. Keep improving your English. Learn new skills. Stay curious. Every piece of knowledge you gain becomes an investment in your future. No one can take your knowledge away from you. Always choose progress over perfection. Many people never begin because they are waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. They are afraid of making mistakes, but perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal. If you become just 1% better each day, imagine how much your life can change in 1 year. Small improvements create big results. Another quality of a winner is gratitude. Be thankful for what you already have while working for what you want. Gratitude gives you peace. It reminds you that even during difficult times, there is still something good in your life. When your mind is filled with gratitude, it becomes easier to stay positive and focused. Protect your dreams. Not everyone will understand your journey. Some people may laugh at your goals. Some may tell you to give up. Do not let their opinions become your reality. Listen to advice from people who truly want to help you grow, but never allow negative voices to become louder than your own belief in yourself. Keep your promises to yourself. If you say you will study today, then study. If you say you will practice English, then practice. If you say you will take one step toward your dream, then do it. Every time you keep your word, you build trust in yourself. That trust becomes confidence. Confidence becomes action. Action creates results. There will still be difficult days. That is part of life. You may feel tired. You may feel discouraged. You may even think about giving up. When those moments come, remember why you started. Remember the person you want to become. Do not focus on how far you still have to go. Focus on the next step. One step is enough. Then take another. Little by little, you will reach places that once seemed impossible. Your future is not decided by luck. It is not decided by your past. It is decided by the choices you make every day. Every positive thought makes you stronger. Every good habit moves you forward. Every lesson you learn prepares you for a better tomorrow. You are becoming the person your future needs you to be. As this video comes to an end, I want you to remember one simple message. Never underestimate yourself. There is more strength inside you than you realize. There is more courage inside you than you have used. There is more potential inside you than you have discovered. The life you dream about does not begin someday. It begins with the decision you make today. Decide to believe in yourself. Decide to keep learning. Decide to keep moving forward, even when the journey is difficult. 1 year from now, your life can be completely different. It will not happen because of one lucky moment. It will happen because of the small choices you make every single day. Train your mind to think positively. Train your heart to stay strong. Train your habits to support your goals. When you do these things consistently, success stops being a dream. It becomes your direction. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey. I truly believe that if you apply these lessons in your daily life, you will begin to see changes not only in your success, but also in your confidence, your mindset, and the way you see yourself. Your greatest victory will never be over someone else. Your greatest victory will always be becoming a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. If you enjoyed this video and learned something valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful lessons on mindset, success, self-improvement, and easy English learning. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now I want to hear from you. What is the one habit or belief you are going to change after watching this video? Share your answer in the comments. I read your comments and I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Keep believing in yourself, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Your success story starts with the choices you make today.